Hey, it's Furious George with the fast track. Let's share this thing, shall we? Yeah, I'm just going down the list. I don't even know who I'm sharing it to. I'm just pressing share. I'm just scrolling down and pressing share.
I'm probably going to get kicked out of some of these groups because I keep sharing it.
It's all good, man. So,
we have no cares. We have no
hey,
cares in the
man,
world, man.
I give zeros like a chastity belt, baby.
They have to know what's going on in the world. This is for their own good.
Oh, this is so great. Okay. So here we are, yet again, another week. We took a week off because I was down in LA doing cool stuff. But
It's been 2 weeks. Shouldn't have left you without a dope podcast to step to.
Step two. Some old Timberland and Magoo, is it?
I don't even know who it is, man. I forgot. I just know that was a hot line.
No, it was Timberland, and that was on one of Aaliyah's songs that he produced.
Wasn't he doing like a quote from an old school hip hop song though?
I don't know, maybe.
I don't know. Throw it in the comments if anyone out there is as washed as we are, or even more washed.
This is the Furious George podcast, the most washed podcast on the planet, and the coolest. I am Legendarius, and I'm sitting next to
Sam God.
We are out here, and also on the ones and twos we have Pink Flamingo. What's your name now?
Alex
Flamingo.
Alex Severson.
Hey, you got it right.
I got the name right. Yeah. Out here at Remedy Review,
Alex Severson,
the streaming capital of Sacramento, and this is the #1 podcast in Northern California, baby.
#1 podcast
Fight
in the
me.
world, baby. Say something.
I dare
Say
you.
something. So today we're going to start off talking about, we're just going to take 30 seconds and talk about how trash Christopher Columbus was.
Let's do it.
He's trash.
Let's go in
bro.
because it's Columbus Day.
Or as
apparently.
we've changed it to in the last few years, Indigenous Peoples Day, which it doesn't even make any sense to do that. This is not Indigenous Peoples Day.
Yeah,
It is Columbus Day. So
let's have a
either-
different day for them. Don't give them
Yeah.
Columbus's day because they don't want this trash.
They don't want
day.
this trash day, bro. Like,
What is this? White people getting lost day? Like,
the day that the white man got lost. That's good. Yes, the day that and
random
no,
mafiosos coming across the ocean to look for gold day.
And what's wild about you saying mafioso is that he was Italian.
Hey, I call him like I see him. Hey, I'm 1/8 Italian, so I can talk shit about my own people. Okay?
And I can smell him from 400 years
But he
away.
was actually,
600
I think he
years.
was like Northern Italian, man. I'm Southern Italian, so he was whatever. I'm not worried about.
He
It.
was
We're
one
not.
of
We're
them
not the same.
Nortaños, huh? You're the Soreño, is you? Okay. We out
He's
here.
from Naples or some bullshit. I don't know.
He's trash. Okay, so now that we got Christopher Columbus trash ass out the way,
No, I'm not done with him.
all right. I'm gonna pull up some Christopher Columbus facts. Let's go.
While he's bringing that up, I'm just gonna bring up the fact that when I was like 15, I had to do a project in school in history class where we got in a group and we had to come up with some kind of presentation about Columbus or whatever historical things we were talking about at the time.
Uh-huh.
My group decided to bring the fire bars.
Okay.
So we all wrote verses flaming Columbus. And my verse was so hard, man.
Spit that shit, Sam.
I don't
Spit
remember.
it.
I mean, you're going to have to take my word for it. I don't remember the exact verse. But I remember everyone. I kind of, because, I'm a musician, so I had the rhythmic timing and everything. I was a little more advanced than the other people in my group. But man, I had some bars. I had like 4-syllable rhymes in there. Like, I flamed them hard, man. So I've been on this train. I've never liked Columbus, man.
I had a different perspective in school. I remember early on thinking like none of this stuff matters. Like, who cares? Like that Columbus came over here and that he thought it was India, and so he called the people Indians. Like, I'm gonna memorize this because they're gonna ask me about it on a test next week, and then after that, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
It's all just memorization.
cared.
It's like there's all this stuff that happened in history, but this one fact is really important for some reason. Even though Asian people discovered America thousands of years ago, apparently.
Apparently, there was cocaine in the pyramids in ancient Egypt. So, I mean, people been over here and going back and forth for quite a while.
Right.
Long before Christopher Columbus.
I didn't know about the cocaine in the pyramids, though.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Lady Tutiti out here, man. They was over there getting it in. You think that they created those pyramids sober?
For real, man.
Shout out to the pyramids. Shout out list.
Were the pharaohs just drug kingpins?
Shout out to the cokehead.
Oh, yeah, the shout out list. Cokehead pharaohs. Do they have a page on Facebook? Tag them.
Oh man, yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. The school is trash. The way that they teach school is so trash.
Especially history class.
Yeah.
If there was one class I had to pick that's the most trash in our public school systems, history.
Yeah, yeah. But was there a good class? I mean, math up until you get to algebra is pretty lit.
I tell my kids, learn how to do this so that you can, get through this year of school and then forget it and just use a calculator like I do. Every time I'm multiplying like a 3-digit number by a 4-digit number, I'm not sitting down and writing that out and
longhand
carrying the one and all that stuff, man. I don't even know how to do that.
As a matter of fact, at this point, I can just ask Siri. Like,
I don't even have to
type it in. Yeah, like I could just ask Siri and she'll tell me, and we're lit.
Exactly.
Math was, I mean, so learning math is good, like elementary, junior high. But once you start getting into algebra and calculus, like who cares?
Yeah.
The only thing I can say that's good about some of those processes is that it puts your problem solving at a higher level. So if you're able to have a instructor that kind of teaches you how to apply that skill of complex problem solving to everyday life, where you can have a situation and you're like, okay, I can see this person, I can see that person, I can see this. Let me take a step back. But they don't teach you that.
Really, that's the one main thing you have to learn is how to be a problem solver.
Yeah.
Everything is just solving problems. And now we got YouTube and stuff like that. And Google. You didn't used to have that when they created this education system, so they made people memorize all this stuff. Now you don't have to memorize all that. You can look up anything on your phone at any moment. Like, I don't need to memorize all these years and dates that things happen. If I need that information,
I'll look it up. And we don't need the information.
Not most of it.
Most of us, 99% of us do not need 99% of that information. Like, it's who cares? PE, maybe PE was all right. I mean,
Well, I mean, people should get exercise.
Yeah.
I think people should get
Especially
exercise.
now, we definitely need PE with this obesity epidemic.
It's glorified babysitting, man. That's all school is. Like, your kids need to be somewhere while you're at work.
Yeah.
And they need to fill all that time.
Yeah.
They don't really need to be there that whole time. They could be doing other things and still end up being very smart, successful, well-adjusted individuals. But
I was just listening to shout out Brilliant Idiots. I was just listening to Brilliant Idiots this morning, and they were talking about that. He was talking about his mom as a school teacher only made $30,000 at the most. Like, that was the most she ever made, $30,000 a year. And he's like, yeah, I get paid $30,000 just to make a Zoom appearance. Like right now, it's nuts.
Right.
And just like, so I'm gonna pay this person $30,000 a year that has children, like
of their own
to take
care
of, and it makes no sense because we say that children are the future, but we treat teachers like shit.
Right. And meanwhile, Charlemagne the God can go on a Zoom meeting and fart, and he gets 30 grand.
30
he gets
racks,
her entire year's salary.
Bro,
It's a cold world out
it's
here,
a
man.
cold world.
That's what Furious George is here to remind you of.
Bro, straight up.
But we bring some lightness to the occasion. I mean,
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
Um,
We try to make it funny. Hold on.
But-
Turn this down.
Oopsies. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't think of anything from school that I use right now. I'm trying to run through like none of the history stuff, maybe a little bit of
You don't
economics.
reference Huck Finn that much?
I love
in
Huck
conversation?
I love
Catcher
Huck
in the
Finn.
Rye?
Yeah.
You phonies.
Yeah.
I got to read a book about a kid that thinks everyone's phonies
I
for
think
some
I brought
reason.
this up before, but I'm just going to bring it up again. We're just going to beat this horse to death.
Do it.
Lord of the Flies.
Oh, yeah. That's a book they make kids read about how if kids tried to create their own society, they just start killing each other.
The beginning
And it starts
of Lord
looking
of
a
the
lot like our
Flies is
society.
porn.
Is porn?
Yeah, the beginning of Lord of the Flies is porn.
I don't know if I've ever actually read it. I think I've got an F on that book
Okay.
report.
Alex, do you remember Lord of the Flies?
I
Okay.
don't remember the like
Somebody.
porn star.
Okay, listen, I'm going to explain it to you. At the beginning of the book, these kids crash land on an island, right? So it's a little circle island. And that little circle island has pink rocks going down the middle of it. And the plane crashes into the pink rocks, and a bunch of kids come out of the front of the plane after they crash landed. Is that not smut?
So it's symbolic.
Is
It's
that
symbolic
not
porn.
smut?
Woo, that's my favorite kind, man.
Symbolic porn.
No actual sex happens, but it's so many analogies. It just gets me really turned on, man.
Also, memory is a fickle thing, so I don't know if I even. I don't know
Yeah,
if that's even right.
we need to fact check that.
Let's fact check that one.
I'll hop back on in a second.
But
We
yeah,
got a comment from Aaron J. said that school is also set up to give us just enough information to stay just stupid enough to be able to work, yet not question the system.
talk about
Ooh,
it, Aaron J.
Hot take. Flaming the system.
The bastardization of academia is. I like how he was like, I'm going to show you a light flex and throw in this word,
Bastardization of
Bastardization.
academia. They made academia into a child with no father.
Whoa. I guess that's not nearly as far of a leap as the pornographic thing that I was just talking about. So
Right. Well, good. Let's gloss over that. Okay, we got Rasar Amani, famed MC from Sacramento, now in Las Vegas with the leak. He said Lord of the Flies was awesome. Most people don't respect the conch.
the conch.
Conch, sorry.
Unless you go to the Bahamas. In the Bahamas, they serve it as a delicacy, and it's supposed to be something that, and it's supposed to be something that is an aphrodisiac. Unfortunately, I don't eat seafood. But again,
Why in the Caribbean, like they got a lot of things they say are aphrodisiacs?
because it's a tourist trap. It's like a lot of people
Right.
go there to get it on, and so can we double up on the shout outs? Can we double up? Shout out again to Blue Chew.
Oh God! Yeah, we have to tag Blue Chew in every show.
Damn it.
For those that don't know, Blue Chew is a monthly subscription of what is basically Viagra that you have to get in a monthly subscription. So
Cinetafil.
they're not sponsoring us or anything. We just really
Think it's
like talking
hilarious.
about them. 'Cause, yeah, it is very hilarious.
I use Blue Chew 4 times a week, which is a fact.
What do you
that I
do the
just
other
made
3
up.
days? Getting
Melanie
lazy in
Estelle,
your
what's
old
popping?
age.
You're awesome. You're awesome, Melanie. Fire.
Yeah. See how easy it is to get a response from us? Like we call out like literally every comment.
Everybody.
So
At this point,
we
unless
spread the
it starts-
love right now.
Let's just start getting crazy. Then
Well, yeah. If you say things that I don't want to repeat, I'm not going to repeat it, but
Yeah.
I might still at least acknowledge that someone said something.
All right, the Lord of the Flies, right?
Okay. Let's-
So the top symbolism for the plane crash is the breakdown of modern society And the scar that leaves, like, the vagina that you're talking about is basically symbolizes the damaging encroachment of humans in paradise.
I have one very civilized thing to say to that. Man, fuck that. Listen.
I like Darius's interpretation better, but
All right, but whatever you do, don't Google search Lord of the Flies porn intro because you're going to get some other shit.
don't do it. Don't do it, people.
Don't you
And by
do
don't
it.
do it, we mean do it.
Do it. And then leave it in
You
the
know what?
comments.
It could be cool.
I think that was a bastardization of academia right there.
Right.
That's a
Straight up.
perfect example of that.
I'm gonna go now. I gotta go actually read the book because I don't want to know some. I want to make sure that all of that symbolism that I have in my mind was actually there. And
Right.
I
Or
just-
maybe you were just like a pubescent teenager or something that was just equating everything with sex.
teenagers don't do that, man.
No. No, not at all.
Not.
I mean,
at
he
all.
said it's this end of society or the breakdown of society. So that's kind of applicable to our times right now, you
Yeah,
know.
very much
Perfect
so.
segue into Apocalypse 2020.
Out here.
We gotta
loving every
check in.
minute of it. Apocalypse 2020 has been lit. It's only how many days do we have left? Like 10 days? Not 10, but you know.
Is the election the actual day that the three-headed dragon is going to come down or whatever? Like the blood of the lamb, or I don't know.
I don't know, man. Let's just keep living, and we'll see how this thing turns out.
Yep.
Get
We'll just keep riding this freight train
Get your ballots in, people.
on
Go
no
vote.
tracks. Yeah, go vote.
We got our ballots in the mail. We'll see if we even get counted. I don't know if we're gonna get counted. We did.
Who knows?
We did the mail thing.
Who knows even what is going on in this world? Like with the voting, it's like, okay. Now I heard today Republicans are setting up fake boxes just in random places. Like, drop off your ballot here so they can harvest the
That's
Republican
so
the
trash.
Trump votes from that.
That's like, I don't even want to go down that wormhole. I do, but I don't. Oh, it's so trash. You know what I mean? Alex is like, no, let's do it.
Well, how about the debate though? Because we took 2 weeks off. We took a week off, and you know when we take a week off, there's so much that happened that it's like
Bro.
sensory overload. I can't even think about what to talk about.
Here's the deal with the debate. I didn't watch the debate. And
I
then I
listened
saw
to-
the highlights, and everybody's like, "Oh, stand by and stand back." And I'm like, "Bro, he came out of the gate with 'I grab women by the pussy.'" Like, I know, like, I keep saying this to people. I say it every daggone day. Somebody talks to me about Trump. I'm like, he came out of the gate grabbing women by the pussy. Why are you still surprised
Right.
at anything that he does?
If someone says to you, "Do you condemn white supremacy?" What would you say?
I don't know. No, you condemn it, bro. It's
Hey,
like-
what do you mean by condemn, though?
What do you mean by condemn? What do you
Define
mean-
condemn.
I might do that. Like confine, condemn, define white, and define supremacy.
He's like because actually he was on his best behavior because when they said, "Do you condemn white supremacy?" he was about to say, "No, I grabbed them by the pussy."
I don't condemn it. I grab it.
Yeah, he's like, "Some of my favorite women have been white supremacists." Man. You kidding me? I love
Oh man.
making unwanted sexual advances towards them.
No, it is wild to think like that's a T-ball question. Like
Yeah,
that's a fucking
come
T-ball
on,
question,
man,
bro.
yeah.
You know, like, do you
That is
do
the
you agree with white
softest
supremacy?
pitch.
Nah. Done. Like that's it, bro.
He's like, "Well, wait a minute, but the radical left? Oh, you mean the anti-fascists?
like who
The people that are against fascism? God damn, it's not that bad to be against fascism, is it?"
bro. So I don't know, man. I just want to drink whiskey and hang out with my kids, man. Like as long
I know.
like,
Yeah, I just want it to all go away.
like, golly. I heard that the other one was better. I didn't really tune into that one either.
No, I didn't watch that at all. I listened to like 5 minutes of the presidential debate,
Okay.
and I immediately felt super anxious. I started having back pain for no reason. I mean, it was like I was just having like psychosomatic physical reactions. Like, I just feel bad. What is going on? Because like Trump will not let anyone talk at all. I mean, it's shit I yell at my kids for. You know, he's just like over talking. Just, I mean, that actually my favorite part from what I saw from the highlights when Biden was just like, would you just shut up, man? I was like, yeah, that's how I feel. Would you just shut up, man? Please.
So I probably should have tuned in to the vice presidential debate because that's who we're actually voting for. Because, Trump's out of here because he got that Rona, and Biden's out of here because Biden's 137 years old. So we're actually voting for the vice president is the person who's going to be running the country. Also, when it came out that Trump, because I was still in LA when it came out that Trump, and like there were a lot of people around me at the time, and I mean like physically like in the area, everybody was masked up, COVID, whatever. But there was a lot of people around me, and a lot of people were like kind of egging, like, is he gonna die? Is he out of here? Like they were really
when
hopeful.
Trump got the Rona too.
Yeah. So when he
That
got
was
the Rona,
another
everybody
development.
had their fingers crossed. Like, and I was like,
Right. Yeah. Like, oh, this would make the election a lot easier. But you know, thoughts and prayers.
And
He beat the COVID like it was nothing, man.
He didn't have
like,
it.
What?
Here's the deal.
Yeah, I know. He didn't have it. Yeah. That was just a publicity stunt, man. And he tried to use that. You see, he was like, I've had COVID. Biden doesn't know how to deal with this situation. Like he used it for political leverage. Like, how's Biden gonna know if he hasn't had the COVID?
Bro, everything is politicized.
Mic drop.
The homie was talking. Where did I hear this? Okay, I can't tell you where I heard this, but I heard something. So that people were getting corona, and when they were going to the doctor's office, the doctor was asking them like, "Okay, you got it, but what are your political leanings?" Because of how politicized it had become to like use the hydrochlorophyll or whatever.
Right,
it was,
right.
and
They're like,
different
no, this is the Republican treatment.
Yeah. And they're like, what are your political leanings? It's like, I don't give a fuck about none of them. Give me
Yeah.
the treatment, bro.
Just- Right.
What
What
works?
would you suggest? You're the doctor. Damn. Like, no, this doesn't work on liberals.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. This country's wild. It's so wild.
Oh, it's crazy, man. People trying to kidnap the governor of Michigan.
I didn't read that.
Oh,
What
yeah.
the-
No, some of this right-wing militia, probably into QAnon, decided to hatch a plot to kidnap the governor of Michigan, I think because of her lockdown measures, because of COVID. And, of course, they failed miserably because it was like 6 hillbillies.
Yeah.
Hatched a master plan from their grandma's trailer. They had like 3 they had 3 pickups,
You said Michigan?
4 shotguns,
Was it
Hold
beat
up.
up?
a bag of chew.
So it wasn't a grandma's trailer. It was like a busted down vacuum repair shop. And
For
like,
reals?
Yeah,
Whoa.
the dude that was like
That's the most redneck shit I can
Yeah.
imagine.
So the ringleader was homeless, and the vacuum repair shop dude was chopping it up with him and was like, "Hey man, I feel super bad for you. You can live in my basement." And then he hatched this whole plot in the basement, and the vacuum repair guy's just like, "You son of a bitch! Like, what am I gonna do with my business now?" And so yeah, the whole thing operating in a basement under a vacuum repair shop.
Dang.
A homeless man
Created-
operating in the basement of a
Yeah.
vacuum repair shop.
Dang. Well, that just took it to a whole new level.
Yeah, that's different because
You
know,
can't make this stuff up, people. You can't make this stuff up.
shout out to the homeless community. A lot of them are definitely dealing with mental issues, and it seems like he was. You
Yeah.
said Michigan, right?
Yep.
It was B Rabbit, bro. It was B Rabbit in them.
Right. It was Eminem's disgruntled ex-producer. that didn't get any credit. Actually, that's a true
No
story.
royalties.
That's a true story. If my boy Rich was watching right now, he should chime in on the comments and tell, because he's from Detroit. He told me about that once. I think it was the actual guy named Rabbit or something like that. Was his producer that produced like his first album was named Rabbit.
Okay.
And that's where he got the name for calling himself in the movie. But anyway, deep cuts over here.
Deep cuts.
Deep cuts from D-Row.
Hands.
Detroit.
Yes, we are crazy. Don't worry about it though. What's up,
Who
Nikki?
said that? Who said we crazy?
Hans Ederbach.
Oh, what's up, Hans? Yeah.
Hans
Ederbach. He's a singer. He's enjoying madness.
Oh, okay. Lit. Shout out to Joy and Madness. Yeah. Rassar came back. Spit some
He
bars,
said
Rassar.
Tetrazzini. Yeah, that's Rich's That's his nickname for Rich. Yeah, So we on here with some inside jokes and stuff, but don't worry about that.
Don't you worry about it.
Let's
Just-
pivot away from Trump and stuff because he gets too much shine on our podcast.
Are we gonna talk about OnlyFans again?
Drop your favorite OnlyFans channel in the comments.
Yes.
So
listen,
Darius is thirsty asking.
drop your favorite OnlyFans. Now you want to talk about thirst traps? I'll give you a couple of Instagram things to follow.
I don't like getting those DMs from you, man.
Thirst. So wait, I gotta explain this.
That one was
Like-
for you, wifey.
Like once a week, I find a thirst trap and send it to all the homies, like a real good thirst trap, and I send it to everybody. And Sam is usually like one of the two people that never
Well,
responds.
usually it's someone whose account is private. So like every time I click on it, it's like this account is private. I'm like, oh.
Oh no! I never send a private thirst trap. I send a private like other like memes and like crazy stuff. But the thirst traps are usually because they're trying to get people.
Nicole Gentry said my fave is a bass player. Does he play bass naked? It's OnlyFans. Or she. It could be a she.
Is it a bass player? Is it Derek Hodge? Derek Hodge has a spicy OnlyFans.
Oh, I'd watch Derek Hodges' OnlyFans. It'd be lit.
Oh man, that's great. Shout out to DOA with the OnlyFans account.
Oh. Hans said, by these guys, I meant these fuck sticks in the Wolverine militia. Yeah, that was the name of their militia, was the Wolverine militia. You're definitely getting caught if you're called the Wolverine militia. Like, you're not
Listen.
known for your tactics.
Listen, bro, there's almost no way to not get caught now. Cameras everywhere. We all use these cell phones.
Oh, I know. It's like they probably knew. They probably had like an undercover agent just sitting there the whole
Sitting
time.
there.
Like, yeah, we're gonna go kidnap the governor. Yeah,
We're chilling.
for sure.
Let me just text my wife.
Let's do this.
And by my wife, I mean the federal government.
Hold on, I'm gonna go pee out in the snow real quick. I'll be back. Get down on the ground.
Yeah.
So that wasn't the best plot that's ever been hatched, But no, apparently Antifa is the one that is trying to overthrow the government. It's Antifa. They keep catching all these right-wing groups that are actually trying to do it. But Antifa, the people that are going out with a bunch of pregnant moms to stand in front of the federal courthouse in Oregon and get tear gassed, those are the ones that are trying to overthrow the government. So be careful of them, man. They're coming to a suburb near you.
You got to be careful of pregnant moms. You have to like.
They're very frightening.
They're very frightening.
Okay.
And let's take a complete left turn real quick. Shout out Blacklist. I was watching a couple of days ago, and there was an episode where there's a pregnant lady that got off on the got off of a plane and she was pregnant, but she wasn't actually pregnant. They had given her like a cesarean type cut and stuffed her full of meth. To the point where she looked pregnant, and then they go across the border and
to
then
get her
they cut it out.
Oh my God!
But one of the things had busted inside of her.
Yeah.
So she was gone. Like she was gone so quick. Like it busted and it just, like a bag full of meth in your. Yeah, she was out.
Yeah, they were like,
She-
stop, ma'am." She's just,
No. I mean, she had made it through all of that, and then the FBI got a hold of her, and they're looking and they're holding her in some apartment somewhere, and she starts like sweating, and it's because one of the things that busted.
Right.
A thing full of meth busted inside of her body, and they called the hospital. They called the ambulance, but she was gone in like 30 seconds.
Oh, she died. Okay.
She was out of there. Like a bag full of meth inside your body. Yeah, no, you're out. So
man, I want to say shout out cartels, but I don't at all. So I'm not gonna say that. But that's still a thing. It's still happening out there, even though they shut down the borders. Like,
well, you know, there's a lot of them here in the States too already chilling. What's up, CC? Square CC. Sorry about that, Alex. So got loud in those headphones.
oh yeah, we got Sierra.
Yeah, Antifa and a pile of bricks is going to take over the government. Yeah, man. You didn't know?
They're coming for you. They're gonna redistribute the $400 you got in your checking account, and they're gonna give it to black people.
Yes, do that. Give all the money to black people right now. Give it all.
Throw your Venmo in there, Darius.
Give it all.
You want to redistribute some wealth? Send it his way.
Right now. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, we're supposed to be pivoting away from this. What are we going to talk about?
Yeah, let's pivot
next?
away. Let's go to one of my weird topics I came up with. We can talk about. We can go back to, is this all a computer simulation? We can talk about, where do people go to the bathroom on Game of Thrones?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Like, what the hell, man? Like, where?
No, on the wall, or the black wall. What's it called? The wall.
Oh, the big wall? Yeah. The wall?
No. Actually, it wasn't the wall. It was a fat boy that was at the wall, and then he went over to the main big public Vatican library or whatever the fuck it was, and then he was cleaning the bathroom there. So there was at least one bathroom.
Right.
Somewhere.
Right. Well, I think, they've mentioned like chamber pots.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And like, I'm like, they don't really like ever show them doing it, which is kind of weird because it's such a disgusting show. I feel like they should show that.
Well, what was it? They had the dwarf popped his dad with the crossbow when he was on the toilet, right?
That's true.
At the tail end of whatever that's.
Oh damn! I haven't gotten to that part yet.
Oh,
that show's
sorry.
like almost a decade old now.
I know. I'm on like season 4. It's okay. I don't care.
I'm talking greasy, but I just watched it this year
Spoilers
too.
for
Like,
No.
on the cast.
It's impossible to not have spoilers. Like, so much happens on that show that it's okay. So Lil Man shoots his dad with a crossbow. That's lit. I can't wait to see that.
I don't know whether.
But on the chamber pot.
Yeah.
So they finally show someone actually going to the bathroom. Nice.
Kills his pops.
Finally. I don't care about him killing his pops. I just want to actually see someone going to the bathroom on one of these things. How does that work?
I don't know how everybody didn't have syphilis, because they were all just banging out just randomly, not washing themselves. I'm like, whoa.
Man.
How did...
Those brothels were just
crazy.
Nasty.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out penicillin, which they didn't have yet, unfortunately, in whatever alternate
get you some
universe.
Antibiotics, put it in that urinal tract. Yeah.
Oh my god! And you know what the messed up thing is, though? They make like those handmaidens and stuff that are coming in and like helping do their hair and stuff, and they're emptying their chamber pots.
Oh, well,
the disrespect.
Yeah.
The sense of entitlement to feel like someone else should empty out your chamber pot for you.
I mean, you know, if I was balling like that, I wouldn't mind it.
Well, I guess if you're born a lord.
Or if you're born without plumbing, like, somebody got to empty
it. Where do they put it, though? That's the other question.
Well, you got to
just throw it out the window. Like,
you have to fertilize the
lands
food
on
somehow.
some peasants' heads, like whatever.
Fertilize the corn, baby. What was the Arya? Arya was the hardest one on there. Arya was hard body.
Oh yeah.
Arya's hard, and then the dragon chick.
The dragon
Stormborn
lady.
Is hard.
Oh my god, she is my favorite part of that entire show, man. You don't mess with her. She's the freer of slaves, and she's got 3 dragons. Come on, man.
She's hard. Well, you'll find out about those dragons in the next couple episodes.
Shh. They haven't even gone back to Westeros yet, man.
Okay. Just it's gonna get lit. I'll just tell you like
No,
that.
I
It's
can
gonna
tell.
get
It
lit.
keeps building up. It's like there's such a build up. It's like winter is coming.
Yeah.
Win, motherfucker.
Have you made it? Have you made? Yeah, you made it past the episode where they killed everybody.
Right, the red wedding. Yeah.
I was like,
and I
whoa,
even knew that was going to happen, but I didn't know which. There's so many weddings that it was there kept being all these weddings, and then when it actually happened, I wasn't ready for it at all. Even though I knew that it was going to happen, I was like, oh, they got me. Man, it's a good show.
It was a great show. Listen, if you love beheadings and white boobs, then this is the show for you. Okay, this is the most lit show you can watch.
Right. All right, we got to the bottom of the chamber pot issue, so that's good. I feel better about that.
Yeah, old Sam. Sam was his name, right? The big dude.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, Sam.
Yep. Sam, that's my boy. Shout out to Sam's.
Shout out to all the Sams in the world. Sam
All
Cooke.
the Sams.
Sam
Cooke. Yeah, who are some of our favorite Sams? Samuel L. Jackson?
Samuel L. Mother effing Jackson.
Man, that's one of my faves right there.
Babe Ruth's first name was Sam. Don't fact check that.
Sammy
Alex.
Sosa.
Sammy Sosa. Oh, Sam, the ugly dude that played basketball. Sam. Crap. That's such a black people thing to do. Trying to remember something and just start snapping.
Maybe your fingers know the answer.
Yeah.
There's it's not basketball, but Sammy Davis Jr.
Okay. Sammy Davis. So we got Sam Cooke, Sammy Davis. We got Sammy Sosa. Yeah, I don't know.
Samwise? Sam
Rock-
Rockwell. That sounds familiar. Who
but
is
I
that?
don't know. One of those.
He's just in a bunch of movies. We should figure out how to bring up like pictures and stuff like that at some point.
Yeah, that'll be lit.
Also, what about people FaceTiming in? Since you're doing your face as a FaceTime, could we have FaceTime calls come in? The
Sam
audio
Cassell.
would be kind of...
Sam Cassell was the basketball player's name.
Mm.
He looked like you ever watch like National Geographic when they go in the ocean and they go like super deep to like those crazy looking fish and
Yeah,
different things?
yeah.
That's
where
what
it's
Sam
like
Cassell looked like.
alien. That's what he looked like.
Yeah, hold on, I'll pull up a picture and let you see. That's messed up. Shout out Sam Cassell.
There's also a dope that reminded me of a show on Netflix it's called like Me and My Octopus or something like that. I don't remember the name of it, but it's about a guy that befriends an octopus and visits
I
it
did
every
see that
day
on
for a
Netflix.
year.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's
though.
it's great. It's great, especially if you're watching with the kids or something. You know, it's kind of educational. It's lit. Nicole says, "What are you pouring over there, Sam?" Don't worry about that. Oh yeah, I remember that face and those teeth. Sam, shout out Sam Cassell.
Yeah, he was dope. God bless the dead. Shout out Kobe.
Anyway, yeah, Nicole, I'm just drinking a shot of wheatgrass over here. Don't worry about it.
Wheatgrass, bro, with a little bit of ginger,
We're staying healthy.
some penicillin, a little bit of moldiness.
Crush up a blue chew, sprinkle it in there.
Crush up a blue chew. I got to get home to the wife right now. Oh, they did that on what you did?
Oh yeah,
Bad Boys.
Rassar dropped it. Me and My Octopus. That's what it's called. Fishy Smalls. Was that just his little Fishy
I'm not,
Smalls,
like,
yo?
I'm only getting like half
He
of
got
these cards.
bars too. That octopus had bars. That's the twist at the end of the movie. He takes the octopus out of the water and brings him to his studio.
That sounds trash, bro. I don't know. That was a reach. That was a little bit of a reach. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Phelps. He's in the building.
Yes, that's what we're here for. To say
Immune-
things that
She
make
said
actual
immune
no sense.
up.
Immunity up.
Oh,
yeah.
man. I take vitamin D and penicillin in the morning just to make sure that I'm lit.
The Rona can't touch me.
The Rona can't touch the blue chew, baby. LA was lit, bro. It was like
We can't talk about that though.
no, I can talk
It's
about
top secret.
Yeah, I mean I can't talk about that portion, but I can talk about how lit LA was just in general. I stayed at a very nice hotel. And it had very good food. I had to quarantine in the hotel, so I was just ordering room service, and they had this burger, like some fancy sirloin burger. I
Did they
ordered
put you up in the
Yeah.
hotel? I hate you guys. I was supposed to be there.
yeah, yeah, they put us
Did they
up.
pay for the room service too?
Yeah.
Oh, it's lit.
Yeah.
It's lit.
Well, you know, I don't remember how much. It might have been like 152 each day.
Of per diem?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, that'll get you as much room service as you need, pretty much.
Just barely.
Yeah.
Like a bottle of
Unless you're
water
like
is $11 and
Right.
shit, you know.
If
stupid
you're an
stuff.
alcoholic, not so
Yeah.
much. But
But
That's why
you were
wheatgrass is
also
good.
allowed to DoorDash if you wanted, you know, that type
Yeah.
of thing. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was lit. But then I went and kicked it with my sister for a minute, and we went out to dinner and did all this type of stuff. And she always knows like all the fly restaurants. So we went to some sushi spot on a rooftop. They know all, bro. LA has some of the dopest rooftop spots. So enough of the rooftop shit. Even though I just started, we left this rooftop spot, and these two Armenians were standing in front of the building. It's like a big office building, but the restaurant is just on the rooftop. So everything is closed. There's nobody there. There's just a security guard in the lobby. You go, get on the elevator, go up to the top floor, whatever. We come back down. We had seen like these Armenian looking people or whatever. I don't know all the races over there, so forgive me. But it was a group of dudes sitting at a table having dinner, and there was a group of girls sitting over there at a table having dinner, and then they kind of saw each other, and then like two of the dudes got up and went over to the table, and then two of the girls got up and went over to the dudes. So they like, it was this
They
interesting
cross-pollinated?
switch. Yeah.
Huh.
It was this interesting switch, and that happened in the restaurant, and then we're coming out, and two of them are standing in the stairway, like in the little corner of the stairway of the entrance of the building, just making out like some teenagers. I was like, this is wild. Who?
Wait, okay. This was actually one of the topics on my list, man, was like flirtation during the age of COVID.
Bro,
How does that go down?
like I'm not even mad at it, but I didn't even think about it from the COVID standpoint. That's another disgusting thing. Like, y'all just met? Y'all just gonna swap spit like that? Okay.
yeah.
We out here.
Right.
But just
You're not even going to get COVID tested first?
But I'm like, we're in downtown LA, bro. There's rooms everywhere. Just grab a room. But I guess there's also corners everywhere. So
right,
just grab
right.
a corner.
Well, I mean, you got to work your way up to the room, you know? So, yeah, you got to make out in the hallway of leading to the restroom of the restaurant,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
That is why. That's some
They-
high school.
They could have definitely just did it because the restaurant had a very large lounge area. Like it's basically a nightclub on one half and the restaurant on the other half, but it's super big. So the waiting room was the lounge area while you were waiting for your table. They could have just went back over to the lounge and kicked it and sat by one of the little rooftop tables and just made out. Nobody was over there. Like
They were too overtaken with Armenian passion, man. They
Bro.
couldn't do that.
And then we're driving off and we get caught at a corner and there's a taco truck. And I'm like, oh, lit. Like, because the food was good, but it didn't hit the spot. It was one of those fancy places where they give you the small portions
Yeah.
that are really fire, but don't like hit the
Right, you're
spot
like,
all
I'm
the
not
way.
full.
Yeah. So
But I just
was
spent $300.
right. So I'm looking at the taco truck. Like, I'm like, should we? And then I'm just glancing around. There's a bunch of people at the taco truck. And then right around, like, just about 20 feet away from the taco truck, somebody is getting toppy on the street.
Oh, my God. On the street? In the
On
car?
no.
In the car?
No.
But no.
No.
Just
Outside. Out, bro.
What time was it?
Okay.
I'm just for reference.
I don't know, like 10, 9. It wasn't that late. It wasn't that late. Maybe like
This
10.
is what's happening. This was
Bro,
happening in L.A. right now.
Okay, imagine this. Let me think of a scene to paint in LA. Okay, imagine you're at Lowbrow, right? And you leave Lowbrow. And you know where that pizza place is and Azul and all that down from Lowbrow.
Mm-hmm.
And Pete's Coffee, I think, is right there on the corner. And how they have a balcony right there,
Yeah, they
too.
have that one long balcony.
Yeah, but all those other places are closed. Just Lowbrow is open.
Mm-hmm.
And then you leave Lowbrow and you're going to go grab Tank House. And somebody is on that balcony in front of a closed business getting toppy. That's how it was. Like, it was like in the open. It was like right off of the sidewalk, but still in the open. Like on a little promenade walking
And for
area.
those that don't know, need a translator, toppy is a sex act.
Yeah. Toppy is fellatio, BJ, if you will.
Getting topped off.
Yeah.
So they're out in the middle. They're in front of a storefront. Okay, this is what's going on when everyone's saying that LA has all these strict restrictions about shelter in place and all this nonsense. Or were you guys eating inside in the restaurant? They have inside dining now, or was you?
Yeah, because it's a rooftop spot, so it's like open. So
okay.
It goes around the whole edge, like the perimeter of the rooftop is a part of the restaurant. So nobody was really sitting on the interior of the restaurant area. Everybody was on the perimeters on the rooftop section.
And so technically they were following the rules because he was getting toppy outside.
No. This was on the street.
No, I know. He wasn't in the restaurant.
He wasn't in the restaurant
because he wasn't indoors. Because you're supposed to go outside to do those kind of activities. So he was following the
COVID protocol, and it was definitely the woman was definitely a worker.
Yeah, well, that's what I was wondering about the girls with the Armenians too. I was like, are they about to get sex trafficked right now?
That was heavy.
I don't know.
I like it.
Never mind. We won't go in that direction.
Oh man!
But seriously though,
sex trafficking.
anyone if anyone is single out there,
shout out Armenians.
Because I haven't been hitting on girls for like over 10 years now, but
I haven't hit on girls.
Who's
wait, what?
Who's having any luck during the COVID era? Like, what you see a girl like at the store and she's got her mask on, and you're just like, you've got beautiful eyes, girl. What's up?
Let's swap spit.
You want to shelter in place together?
Hey, I will tell you this. I've heard from more than one person and heard about more than one account that a lot of people got pregnant during this quarantine, baby.
I feel like Tinder's just cracking. It must be.
Tinder's probably.
It's probably all the same people that are online, like shaming people for not wearing masks and stuff like that. And then on Tinder, they're just going wild. They're just like, yeah, just come over.
Just pull up.
We can't go out to eat anyway. We might as well just come to my apartment.
And pick up some takeout on the way.
And a pack of Trojans.
And a pack of them Trojans. And the Blue Chew.
Bruh, what about when you ask to see when you see a person with a mask and then they take it off? That was my next point. Thank you, Nicole. So you meet someone, they look all nice and everything, pretty eyes, body's fire. You like get their number or whatever. Then you meet up. They finally take off the mask.
Hey, if you meet a chick with some pretty eyes, and if we should take off her mask, she got a little goatee or something, that would be pretty trash.
Yeah.
Bruh.
That just shows how superficial we are.
I mean, we are. Like, I want to get to know you, but only if you're pretty.
I just have one rule. I'm not superficial. All that I ask is that you're beautiful. Bro. Physically.
So I also went to Home Depot while I'm in LA. And I got all the way into the back of
Here
Home
comes
Depot.
the washed files. Home Depot stories.
No. I made it all the way to like the back of the store before I realized I don't have a mask on. And nobody said anything to me. Luckily, my mask was in my pocket, so I just threw it on. But I was nervous for a second. But I was like, oh, everybody else was masked up, so I should be all right. But they were probably looking at me like, who told you?
Right. You feel a little self-conscious.
Yeah, I'm just like.
But then sometimes I'll go into a store in like Rockland or something, and I'm like the only person on a mat with a mask on,
Bro.
you know, because like you go into those red counties,
Oh yeah, Rockland.
people
right,
are just
yeah,
like,
up there, they're open.
then they're looking at you like, oh, you Antifa, bro? I'm like, what? I thought we had to wear these. It's the law. Like,
They are old hen. I'm like, I need to go to Folsom and figure out, do y'all got the cure up here? Because y'all don't care about nothing.
no. They're just in there like, this is a nice bag of chips. No, I don't want to buy it, but let me just lick it. Just put it back on the rack.
Let me just cough on it and then were you looking at these ruffles here? Here.
Yeah. You want these? Trump 2020, yeah.
Trump twunky. Bro.
Trump's running mate should be COVID. Like, get Pence out of the way, man. He's
That's
just
retarded, bro. Trump and COVID 2020 out here. Salmonella and syphilis.
syphilis, the clap. I
All
feel
right,
like
Joe.
Trump's probably had the clap at least
Trump
once.
runs with COVID as his VP. Let's fill up the cabinet. Syphilis is getting a job. Who else is getting a job?
Ebola's
Ebola's
coming
getting
out.
a job. Who else is getting a job? HIVs and AIDS is making a comeback, baby. Blue Chew's getting a job.
Does Trump use Blue Chew? No, Trump has some other like alien technology that we're not privy to, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like once a month, like an actual alien goes to the White House and gives him an injection, and he's
Hey.
just like,
Wait, I didn't even see this whole interview. Did you see the lawyer boy from New York? And he's just on camera just coughing. Giuliani.
oh yeah.
I was like, whoa.
While he's trying to convince everyone that like Biden's making too big a deal out
And,
of Corona.
I'm like, who painted your face on? Let's start there.
yeah.
Because that doesn't even look like makeup. Like
Why do you
somebody
look like a
came-
White Walker?
Somebody
like,
came with the with the bear paint and just and a roller. Here you go, Giuliani. Okay, and
they just splashed the bucket of paint on his face. Like, I think
Yeah.
Giuliani is one of my least favorite sentient beings. Like,
bro.
of all, like I like tarantulas more than Giuliani. Like, he is just, oh my god.
He did clean up New York though. He's lit.
Oh yeah. Thank you for stop and frisk,
Yeah,
Giuliani.
yeah, he's lit.
Him and Trump still think it's a great idea.
He stopped all of the crime in New York. You didn't hear?
Right.
It was all him, just Giuliani by himself. Yeah.
He's trash. Shout out Giuliani.
Shout out Giuliani. Shout out Trash Man to loop back around to children and things, which is gonna make sense to you in just a moment. Shout out to the Trash Man. Since we were talking about kids earlier and how underpaid teachers are, can we talk about how underpaid trash men are? Trash men should get a great salary.
They get paid pretty decent.
They should get
actually,
paid
but
more.
They probably not. I mean, like middle class. You know, like a decent like middle class salary. I believe some of them, not all of them.
I'll say this: if the garbage man decides to stop picking up the trash, we'd have an epidemic on our hands tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
That
we'd be in
would
big
bring back
trouble.
like some old diseases like smallpox
Yeah,
and stuff like
yeah,
that. And be like, I got the plague and gangrene on my toe.
Did you all see this list that's going around the like top 50 paid Sacramento public offices or whatever?
No.
It's like the top is the chief of police, and that dude makes like 370 racks a year.
Wow.
And like 80% of the list is sheriffs, cops, top detectives, and that's like the
Wow.
top 50 public servants in Sacramento.
Dang.
Hey, you know what?
No
I'm
garbage
not-
collectors.
Yeah, they weren't on the list. They did not make the list.
No.
I have a very interesting view of the police. I think as a black man, I think the police have. I think we got to have sympathy for them in this sense. Could you imagine, like, you're pulling somebody over, right? Somebody who might not want to be pulled over, and somebody who might, when you walk up to the car, have a gun. Like, and that's a possibility every time you have to pull somebody over. I mean, let's just state for the record, the police brutality is trash. All right, we know these things
Yeah.
should, but
yeah, no, that's a good point. I mean,
like,
it's a dangerous job.
it's
They
crazy.
deal with people like just doing all kinds of crazy shit. You
Bro.
know, I mean,
I get nervous when I see somebody, like, I don't know, whatever. If I see somebody at the grocery store and I'm like, they might even just remind me of a character from TV, and so it makes me nervous. They could be
Yeah.
a great person, but like cops often are dealing with actual criminals who don't want to get caught.
Right.
Who don't like.
And some of them are like, I would rather die than go to jail.
Bro,
So
straight
where
up,
does that
like,
get
oh
you?
my
Yeah.
goodness.
No, I think it's good to, remember that there is a time and place to call the police,
Yes.
Unpopular opinion right now.
Unpopular
sure.
opinion, definitely. But like,
But it's fair. I think it's fair to say, you know what I mean?
and I've had good encounters with the police. I've had horrible encounters with the police. And I think we also have to remember that the police are daggone human beings.
Yep.
All right,
Just
that
like
was
the-
great. Now back
I'm
to
a-
this trash shit. Let's go.
I'm a flawed person too. I'm not perfect. But I also don't have a badge, so I don't have any kind of special power.
Bro,
Except my white privilege.
well,
You
yeah,
know.
but
But
then you hang out with people like me and Courtney.
I know. Why is that? Because I like playing music with great musicians
Straight up.
and talking shit.
Talking the most fecal matter that is possible by any human.
That could spew out of a human's mouth.
Did you know that everything has fecal matter on it? Isn't that crazy? Even your toothbrush has fecal matter on it? Isn't that trash?
What?
Like, straight up.
Technically, is this like a scientific fact? Like
Yes.
everything has at least some sprinkles of fecal matter on it?
It's a scientific fact.
Mythbusters did
Uh-oh.
it, right? Mythbusters clocked how far away the fecal matter happens when you flush the toilet, right? And it was like 4 feet was the spray. And so it's just like anything that you got within 4 feet of your toilet and you're not keeping that like seat down, it's got fecal matter on it.
Straight up. Yeah. So there you go. There you have it. It's everywhere.
So, it's when you're using one of your favorite catchphrases, which is "you ain't shit." That's a lie. You are shit. You are literally a walking piece of fecal matter.
You are literally shit. They had a great one on the Boondocks about that. I mean, it was funny, but it was about this woman that was being abused, so that's not funny. But the dude said, "Look at you. You ain't shit. You ain't gonna be shit. You ain't gonna never amount to shit. When I see you, I just see shit." Or something he said, and he was like, "Now let me borrow your car." Like, wait, what? Oh no, that's what he said. He said, "See, you without me is shit." I'm like, wait, what? And now you have to use the car.
Cool. Well, yeah, that's funny because it's like he contradicted himself because he said, "You ain't shit." And then he's like, "When I see you, I see shit."
No, I mean, I don't know what he actually said.
Well, yeah, no, I know. But it's just funny how the
Yeah.
word shit, you can either be you ain't shit or you are a giant piece of shit. Either way, it's negative.
Either
Or you're the shit. And then it's a
Wow.
good thing.
Hey, man, shut out shit, bro.
Shout out shit. And with that, this has been
The Furious George podcast. We are out here. I hope we offended somebody today. I am Legendarius51.
Sam God.
And we have Alex Severson on the ones and twos, the Flamingo Man. And
We're out here at Remedy Review, baby.
Remedy Review, R&R, baby. We'll see you next week. Holla.